Hi everyone, this is update 3 and I've got Mick with me again today. He's on his journey and a few other little interesting things to talk about, but we'll start off with how you going, Mick?
Oh, I'm good, thanks, Dave.
That's
Doing
good.
well.
That's good. And when we talked on the last one, you were saying you had that your goals to 120 and 110, and how's that all going, mate?
I've met my first goal,
Excellent.
and as you know, I was so excited. I took a photo of the scales and sent it to you.
Yeah, actually, I'll put that up.
Yeah,
fantastic.
I'm down 118.5.
Okay.
But it was a hard slog to get there.
Yeah.
I for some reason, for about 2 weeks there, I hovered around 120, 121. I just couldn't get off it. And it was started psychologically to do me head in. It was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
But because I was still adhering to the diet, and I hadn't changed anything really different.
No.
And
and that's where I am now. I've been 94 now for a month.
Yep. And I just seemed to stall
different.
out there at that 120, but then, bang, just dropped like that.
Dropped a couple.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
No, that's great. That gives us the will to keep going when you see the results.
Yeah, it's very encouraging.
And how are you with the headaches and the other problems?
Well, the headaches are not having any drama with them now, which is great.
Yep.
I took some online advice and bought some pink rock salt, Himalayan stuff or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, give that a go. And but the headaches aren't so bad now. Like I haven't had any for a while, which is good. Still thirsty as all buggery.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like an unquenchable thirst.
Yeah.
But other than that, no. And me bowel movements are sort of more regular now, but it's like once every 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, sure.
It's not like when I was eating what I was eating before. I was going every day.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's every 3 or 4 days.
Yeah. And I think that'll get better. Because that's why I go now. I'm starting to get back to this habit of going in the morning again, whereas before it was all over the place. So I think it takes a while to settle down, even though for me now it's 6 months.
Yeah.
You'd think it'd be right by then, but apparently not. But I'll tell you what, I noticed a couple of interesting things, and I'll put them up. But first one was, I was watching the news one day. I'll just read you a couple of headlines. Now this is on the same page of Google News. I'll put it on the screen. Global study into healthy eating that calls for drastic reduction in red meat gets backing from Kiwi expert. And just 2 stories below it, confessions of an unexpected vegan. It's the best life ever. And it set me off thinking, like, what is this? I mean, that's I don't for a minute think that Google has got an agenda, or Google News. And I was thinking maybe it's the animal liberationists, misguided or not, but I thought it might be them, but I don't think it is. What I think it is when I think about it's the climate change people.
Yep.
Because they'd be prepared to play a long game, and they believe that cows deflatulating all over the place are causing global warming. I think that's part of their agenda. But I'm not sure, when you think about it, like, what's the difference? I mean, so we got cows deflatulating, that's one thing, but we got all these vegans, right, which are now herbivores. I mean, they toot all over the place as well. They're tooting left, right and centre.
Absolutely.
So, what's the difference? Anyway.
And I sort of, on that, Dave, I don't eat less red meat, because back in time, the cavemen and that's all they ate. The odd berry here and there, but they didn't have like a market garden or anything.
No.
They went and hunted their food, killed it,
Absolutely.
cooked it, ate it, and it was meat.
And we're their descendants.
That's right.
That's
so
right.
It couldn't be too bad.
We produce pepsin in our body specifically to digest meat.
Yeah.
So that's all a bit confusing. But a couple of other things. In update 1, I talked about I was getting my creativity back, and I was on the mower and I was going to solve the world's problems with Roundup. Well, I took it a step further, and I'll just put a couple of things on screen where I actually I got some Roundup, but then I made 2 other concoctions, one based on acetic acid or vinegar, which is an old home-style recipe, and another one that I made, which I'll just keep to myself for now, but it's, again, harmless one, but what I found was it was killing all the woody weeds, but not so much the grasses as much. So, anyway, that's a start. You know, I've made a start now, and I'll persevere until I get it. And so that's my little update on that. But you'll see it'll be quite plain. The Roundup's on the left and the acetic acid's in the middle, and on the right-hand frame that's the one I made. So anyway, it's a start.
Yep,
and,
it is.
Yeah. So now we're through the 120 barrier.
Yes.
Next stop?
Under 110.
Under 110.
Yeah.
So let's hope this goes a little bit quicker.
Yes, hopefully.
This stalling out is confusing, isn't it?
It is, because I didn't change my diet in any way.
No.
From when I started.
No.
But I found the only thing I really backed off on was milk.
Yeah.
And it seemed to kick-start it back off again.
Yeah, well, that used to
for
be,
whatever reason, because
yeah.
I was drinking milk to start with. So.
Well, that was my little treat. Like at the start, we thought, well, there's no harm having milk in coffee.
Yeah.
And then I sort of started thinking, well, every time I go and get groceries, I'll buy a little 750 bottle of milk as a little treat.
Yeah.
And then I'm going shopping every day. So yeah, the milk's definitely one thing that you can get a bit addicted to. It's nice and sweet and creamy.
Yeah.
Buy the creamy one at $2.20 for 700 mils or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to cut back on that a bit as well.
Yeah. And on that too, Dave, with what I have lost, I'm already I'm down a shirt size.
Yeah, beautiful.
But I only bought a couple.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to be wearing them for long.
No, no. And once you get down under 100, you'll be down another size again. You go into 2XL in the high 90s.
Yep.
Maybe even around 100.
Well, I've gone from a 4 to 5XL down to a 3XL.
Yeah.
And I was pretty pleased about that.
Oh, well, that's great.
So.
Well, that's our update, and hope you get something out of that. And anything you can tell us about this stalling out. Like I say, I've been at 94 kilos now for 4 weeks.
Yep.
And like no soft drink, no sugar, no nothing. And still there.
Yep.
And I don't think I'm any less active.
No, I don't think you are, no.
No. All right, well, thanks very much, and we'll be in touch again soon. Okay.